Just doing a mic check to see if everything's working. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Well, what had happened there, I was turning things up. And as you can see, it went dead. So now, mic check to see if everything's working. I will continue from where I left off. Hi Scott. Have you heard what's happening? The javelin is coming. I knew this weeks ago. And what I meant by that is, if you think about it, where can I start? First things first. They're bringing all these cap ships in. And to fight these new cap ships and these NPCs, they're going to need ships of its equivalent size to do that. Okay? And the only ships that can do that is the javelin. They brought in new guns. I mean size 8, size 9s and size 7 guns. Now, why do all of this at the end of the day? Bring all these guns out, you can't even use them. Secondly, as you already well know, the Odin's coming out. Now, most of the people at the end of the day want the Odin. So guess what? To get the Odin, half of them is going to be melting their cap ships, like the javelin. Okay, but what they don't know is when they melt the ships, it's locked into the game. And guess what? To prove all of this, you think, well, they need to make money. Look what happened to the Icarus. The Icarus is only 1,500 quid. Alright? But when you wanted to put the guns on it, it's costing nearly £2,500, £3,000. That's with all the guns on the Icarus costing more than the javelin. The javelin is modular. So if my javelin costs £3,000, at the end of the day, that my javelin will cost nearly £5,000 to fully populate it. Don't think because what you see there is what you're gonna get. That's how they make money. Now with the Odin, it's gonna work the same way because it's modular. The modular, if they come out with the Odin at say £3,500, when that ship finally comes out, it's going to be costing nearly £7,000 to £8,000. People are going to be melting their ships just to feed their Odin. If you got a javelin, it's going to be the same thing. And one other thing is they have to bring in NPCs, because if they don't bring in the NPCs, people are not going to buy these ships. They're going to lose money. We covered this topic a few months back. Remember the old days when we didn't have multiplayer? Everything was NPCs, as you already well know. Anyway, how are you anyway? If CIT pulls more shit, Pete, I'm going to choose. Well, I'm not going to disagree with you on that, alright? You've seen how I play, alright? When CIT pulled that stump on me 4 years ago, I said I wasn't spending any more money on the game. Alright? That was 4 or 5 years ago when I pulled that stump. I'm still playing the game. Now if I'm still playing the game, I have to spend the money. And it's just not in just ships, you've got no choice. You have to upgrade your hardware. Alright? And by the end of this year, I will be upgrading my hardware to what I've got already. It's going to cost me another 12 grand on top of what I spent already. And I know what you're thinking, what PC's, like I said, I need VR. Pimax has blown it, okay? I'm going Samsung VR. You're going to need a new chip, okay? That's going to cost about 1,500 quid, the Nova Lake. Then you're going to need the motherboards to go with it. That's going to cost about nearly £1,000. Then you're going to need the RAM. Yeah, you heard right. And the RAM is going up to what? 15,000 mega, 16,000 mega transfer, but it has to be in quad density and it can only overclock for stability to 13 mega thousand mega transfer. There's a heck of a lot going on. Now that's me, okay? You won't, not, well, say you, I mean everybody in general, won't be spending ridiculous money like that, I get it. But for enthusiasts, if I want to play the game at this quality, at this magnitude, I'm going to have to spend my money. I don't have a choice. I spent the money already. I can't just put the game in the box and say, thank you, Mr. Roberts. You see where I'm coming from? So what you say, yeah, people stop buying the RAM because of this, okay? They're forced to put it down. But at the end of the day, if you don't have the facility, it's a knock-on effect. I've been in this game too long to know how marketing works. And guess what? CIG has changed things in the Bacatti stuff, as you already well know. You can't have more than 25 ships. There automatically, it's nerfed my Death of a Spaceman, because I don't claim ships, because it takes the whole day or 2 or 3 days to service a ship. And if I claim a ship, I've got to put all these things on the ship. I've got to repair the ship. I've got to open doors, put security on there, because I'm a one-man wrecking crew. And what, like the Idris, is 25 ships. It's stuck in there in space at the moment. I now have to use a Polaris. One of the ships lost in space. That's 30 odd ships. It's ridiculous. And if I can't do Death of a Spaceman, there is no way CIG can go forward. Because what I've learned in Death of a Spaceman, okay, is a lot more. I thought, well, I'm a character in the ship. I can't die. It's gone on to the ships there now. I can't claim the ships. You see where I'm coming from? These missiles, CIG's changed it, which is good. If you change the ships, if you use the missiles, you lose your missiles, you have to pay for it. That is right. But in the UK, I don't know if you're from the UK, you pay your insurance, you lose your no claims bonus. All these things at the end of the day. But you can't sell these missiles in the game because you get nothing for it. You can't buy the missiles in the game because to buy the missiles for the Polaris, if you had 25 million, 60 million, you're not going to take it and buy missiles. You're going to take it and buy the 890 chop. You see where I'm coming from? So how's it going to work? I'm into salvaging. These missiles are 500,000 a piece, 400,000 pounds. You're going to argue. I will sell each missile for 100,000 each. If I go on the Polaris and I take off 28 missiles, that's 28,000. 28, yeah, 28. You see where I'm coming from? And there is also 300,000 on the mission, and then also, which I found out, if I scrape the ship and get a couple more million, it's called connecting role play. So I think that I can understand why CIG is limiting the ships to 25 ships, but it's going to kill my Death of a Spaceman so they can go forward. What we're going to do now, I know you just about was able to keep up with what I was saying just now, so I'm going to have to get my AI to chat the rubbish again. You see where I'm coming from? Anyway, how have you been getting on? If CIG pulls more ships, so guess what? Anyway, the Javelin is finally coming, and before you say it's not, people can spawn the Javelin at the end of the day. And everything I've been saying for these months, double the size and whatnot, is coming to light. But there's one thing, I speculate, if you're lucky, you on the Javelin, you can put the constellation in there. It might be too high, Well, that's give you an idea how the width of the hangar bay, 60 meters in length. What size is the Odin's cargo bay hangar deck going to be? You see where I'm coming from? They're speculating it's 250 meters longer. 250 meters is a heck of a lot. What they're going to put in that shape at 250 meters in length extra of 750 meters? Well, guess what? You can fit the Carrack in there. You heard right. That's the next size up. Oh, guess what? You can. And how big is the Carrack? 129 meters. Oh shit! You can fit a hammerhead in there. How many hammerheads can you fit in there? You see where I'm coming from? All these numbers there coming out. Now, all these numbers I've got in my head stored from years. Even although the apps are now closed, the figures in my head. Okay, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. All right, but that's my speculation. I've been telling people this for months now, what's going to happen, and now it's coming true. If the Javelin wasn't coming out, why would they make it spawnable by human players? And they've gone inside it, and they can see what the hangar deck's like. But I need 2 Javelins. I've got no choice but to buy the Odin. And I'm not going to melt none of my ships. I know exactly where this game's going in the next 3 or 4 years, 5 years from now. Everybody's going to be melting their ships to feed their cap ships. They don't have a choice, or they're just going to keep pouring money into it. If you got a little Aurora, you're okay. Stick with the Aurora, buy the shit in game. But for people like me, it's too late. So like I said, by the end of the year, early January, I'm investing between 10 and 12 grand in the game. 5 grand minimum on the Odin. I need the hardware to play it. You will not be able to buy these in a game. It has to be salvaged. And I've just proven it. One man can do this. But it's not a 10-minute game. It's not a half an hour game. It's not 3 hours. Alright? It's connecting role play. Death of a Spaceman. And it's only possible because persistence is now in the game. 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. Have you run off on me? I know I talk too much. Right, now that's now been done. I need to find where that bloody Idris is.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
It is stored. It can only be at Area 18. still haven't found that one yet. Ah, it's okay. No, I'm here. I don't even care about ships at this point. Only more content, gameplay, GFX. I understand SC for space, and I'll reinstall when Genesis is fully implemented. Genesis? Educate me on the Genesis. I've heard about it, but because I've been doing Death of a Spaceman, that's all I've been concentrating on. Like I was saying, I was just talking about what to look for into the future. Right. I'll read what you put in a second. I'm just looking, making sure I don't make a mistake with one of
Your
these
vehicle
ships.
has been delivered to the following location.
Genesis is see, I'm squinting my eyes because I'm reading all this from the laptop you see, it's on the other side of the room. That's because I've got a 75-inch monitor in front of me, you see. Right, Genesis is a Planet Tech 5 and is a graphic overhaul. Okay, I get you. Basically, oh, alright. Better quality in graphics, higher quality, higher efficiency. I wonder what that will look like in 8K. To do that, just like you said, I'm going to have to reinstall my PC. I've got a lot of shit in this at the moment.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I'll come down to 4K and I'm only using 50% of the graphics at the moment. And I'm in native 30 frames. Frame gen times that is 300 out of 300 is 130. 150. That needs capping. If I buy the Odin, I'm gonna be out of my stupid mind. But I can see myself getting it. Oh, and the reason why I'm interested in the Odin, it's got to have an EMP on it. I forgot about that. Right, what have we put? Do you like fantasy games? I'm playing one of the best open world games I've ever played called Crime and Disaster. No, it's not that I don't like the game. I've got a policy. If I play any other game, if I even look or smell another game, download another game, Star Citizens instead. Just like you said, you're not interested in it because of the headache it gives. I get it. But like I said, when you spend so much in something, you just can't throw it away in the toy box. That's the problem. But looking back of what the game was 12 years ago to what I have now, it's come a long way. With all the bullshit with it, all the headaches, all the stress, all the relationships. No, no, I'm not talking about relationships yet. Yeah, I think I better add that in there. You know what I mean? It's caused problems. I've know people who divorced their wives and put their kids into adoptions because of Star Citizens. And you think I'm joking? Don't tell me this game hasn't made you ill. I wonder. What time is it? I got to start making dinner for the kids soon. Oh, by the way, I've just had my third grandchild come, and my daughter just passed her test. I just bought her a car last week. And there's a new electric car on the block, 600 miles, and that is the new BMW iX3. The i3, not the old i3, the new i3, 600 miles of electric range. Now, how I worked out, I live in Manchester, okay, to London is 200 miles. That's 400 miles back. And if you go down there,
welcome to Robert Space Industries.
You got 200 miles to drive around, theoretically. You're not using the infrastructure. It's not out yet, but it's coming out very soon. And guess what? It's only 30. Yeah. Well, let's put it this way: if you can spend 10 grand on a PC in a year, that is nothing. Oh, I need missiles. 1 minute. I'm not spending a million when I've got missiles there I can use for free.
Engines are off.
Well, it's nice to know I've got smooth motion working properly now. Now, they say it's working. Try running it with afterburner. It ain't gonna work. So how's the weather treating you? Is it nice and warm where you are? Oh boy. Ain't had breakfast yet.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
I want to know where my Polaris is. What server is it on?
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Okay. Let's put some free missiles on this ship. This game can bankrupt you. I won't take off them stupid size 4 guns. I need cannons.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Let's see what they do today. I'm gonna lose all those bloody... No, I'm not gonna claim. Because if I claim, I lose everything on the ships. I might have to wait bloody 3 weeks. Come on, CIG, you can't do that. You create the bugs, and I got things on those ships.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Your vehicle, please visit us again. Goodbye.
Welcome to Roberts Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
That's not too bad. What I'm going to have to do in the next patch of Death of a Spaceman is leave missiles all over the bloody place. No, I should still have a home base. What's left is refuel now. I've not done no rearm or no repairs in this patch because it takes too long. I'm going to fly to Area 18 and find out what happened to the Icarus. I think I've got things tuned in for this place here. Wait a minute. Is that my... For a minute I thought my Polaris had turned up, but it hasn't yet.
Weapons system is off. Shields are off.
Just wait for the emissions to come down.
Looks like you're all set to leave.
Yep. And I'm prepped and I'm ready. I will play SE by watching you, LOL. No, you don't want to watch me. I'll be pulling out your hair. I can see where you're coming from. Saves you doing all the hard work.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
Right, get me breakfast out.
Weapons
see what-
system is on.
Okay.
Quantum drive is now off.
Won't be a sec. I'm trying to poison myself with food.
Quantum drive is now off.
So Death of a Spaceman is actually obtainable in the game. Now, it needs to be publicised more on what it contains and what it means. And it's not about going out there and getting whacked or spending stupid credits. It's nothing like that. It's all about exploration. And that's not in the game. It's understanding what you've got and your capabilities. And at the end of the day,
is now on.
Star Citizens is one of the most ambitious, expensive game you can ever imagine. And it's not about the PC. Think about the electricity you'll be using. I'm using 1 kilowatt an hour. This is more than my electric car. It's ridiculous. How much is it?
Quantum
1
drive
kilowatt.
is now off.
You're not going to leave your PC, you're not going to leave electric heater running all frigging day. You run 1 kilowatt an hour, you see where I'm coming from. And you've already got an idea how long I play Star Citizen for. Between 10 to 18 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's just not Star Citizens either. As my friend Scott just said, oh, there's another gaming exactly. I'm not in high resolution graphics at the moment, but just looking what I can see here, it's nice. I'm only using 60% of my PC at the moment. Native 30, peak 120 frames per second. These are the worst graphics I've seen actually. That's because I've got everything turned down. Show you what I mean. If it's going to let me. This is where I crashed before.
Warning, leaving safe zone.
This is what I don't get. Is there something wrong? What is that shit?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Where is the Icarus? As you can see, it's just nabbed my second Polaris.
Please visit us again.
It's up there in the sky.
Hey.
Work stagnant for decades and that makes it difficult. System security has only been down there since 912 took control of Grimwoods.
Really great.
I'm just checking my numbers at the moment. So, Area 18 is robbing people's ships, eh?
How's it going? I think it's a bit backwards that more people streamed the last Statable Championships in the last election. People need to get their priorities straight. Great. How's it going?
Feeling a bit out of it. My sister just enlisted in the Navy. We were supposed to start up our own settlement, but I guess she changed her mind. Wish she would have told me. Not sure what I'm gonna do now.
If you say so.
You getting by all right?
What's a good word?
You hear about what's happening on Karen 3? As if Van Doel weren't bad enough. You got these people
Right.
going out of their
How
way
are
to
things
kill each
spinning
other.
with you?
Okay, I'm back.
Guess that's the way it is sometimes.
Well, the problem is death of a spaceman. Alright? Now you've just seen what's just happened. It just nicked the Polaris. Now on the other ships, it's not just a paperweight. What I mean is I spent time investing, setting it up and putting things on there. If I claim those ships, the time, the efforts and the credits I put into it will be gone. And I don't mean say a few 100,000, I'm talking a good couple million, 3 million on the ships. So I cannot claim those ships on the insurance. I can do, but it will be a loss. Now, with CIG saying you can have no more than 25 ships out there, as you can see, that one there that I've just lost had a ship on there. I think it was a Terrapin, but think about it. I've got a Polaris out there. It's got about 8 or 9 ships on there. I've also got the Idris out there. As you can see. Now, what's the problem? When CIG does an update on the server, okay, or a new patch, you get everything back. But what do you do meanwhile? You need to play the game, or else you can't play. And that's one of the reasons why I have Joan of Arc. They are marched in 2 by 2. So if one ship gets bugged, the other ship can carry on.
Anything happening?
Now, according to these updates, the increment patches, they're not full updates.
What's up with you?
The next full update will be in about 3 weeks from now. If my right in speculation, what I'm going to do is now force me now
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
to
retrieval
spend time
system.
in the PTU, learning all the new stuff in there to bring into the PU when it goes live. But the problem is CIT's now changed that now from 3 months to 2 months. So I only get 1 month of gameplay, 1 month of study. You see I'm coming from, so out of a year, you're getting 6 months of gameplay. It gets stupid, so CIT is technically pushing us back into testing. But the thing is, I'm not testing for CIT anymore. I'm testing for my own gameplay at the end of the day. For what I can and cannot do in the game within limitations. So now, I'm now planning what I'm going to be doing in the next patch. And remember, I'm not even in Bacati. I've got 3 weeks to work out exactly what and how much I'm going to even spend. Now I still believe I can just about do Death of a Spaceman, okay? Because I've actually really enjoyed it. It's not just about going doing combat, but you can do combat. The whole idea is not dying. But in Star Citizens, you're not going to die anyway. Right.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
That ship is stored somewhere. Where? Can't claim that ship. So that is actually dead for me in the patch.
Vehicle selected.
But if
Stand
I
by.
had 2
Vehicle has been
of
delivered
those
to the
ships,
following
it would be
location.
okay. I've got 2
Please visit us again.
Polarises.
Goodbye.
I can work on number 2, but I can't touch number 1. And this is what's going to happen in the next patch. If the Javelins is out, I need 2 Javelins. I'll only have 1 Javelin. I won't even get a loaner. To get the loaner for the Javelin, I have to buy the Odin. And that's what CIT has actually done. They come out with the Odin, okay, so they have to make the Javelin live. So if you've got a choice, you can melt your Javelin, and with you melting your Javelin, that then, if you pay proper cash, that is locked into the game. £3,000, or you buy another ship. Now for my type of roleplay, it's the only way forward. But remember, at the end of the day, everybody plays differently, depending on their circumstances. As Scott just said just now, there's a new kick game in town. I get it. But with the investment I put in this game, for me that's not an option. It doesn't mean I've not got a life. I've got a bloody life out there. But I enjoy playing the game. What was that? And some people think it's rude that I'm streaming and cooking and eating at the same time. Not really, because it's for
Please
my own
visit us
usage,
again.
it's for
Goodbye.
references. But I like to share what I do at the same
Hey there.
time. And if I wasn't doing this, where would I be now? I'd be out there in the sun. I'd be in the Bahamas. No, I wouldn't be actually. I'd be out there chatting up some Dane. No, not the Great Dane. Okay. I was actually thinking,
Anything happening?
of opening a cooking channel. Yeah,
What's
I'm
the good
also
word?
a chef by trade, and
A friend of mine was
also
telling me they got stopped by the advocacy the other day for no reason. One
just
moment
up
they're
to you.
Everything works
flying,
out
the
for you.
next they're stopped and scanned. Worst part is, I'm not even surprised.
And I'm also into future tech. I'm speculating what the future of Star
You
Citizens
keeping busy?
and the future of tech a year, 2 years before the line is also something that I do. Who's been scammed by the Pimax? Oh my word. Next year, when the Snapdragon XR3 comes out, it's gonna make VR unbelievable. It's gonna make Star Citizens unbelievable.
How's it going?
But
A
the
friend of mine was telling me they
hardware
got
is
stopped by
not
the
there.
advocacy the other day for no reason. One moment they're flying, the next they're stopped and scanned. Worst part is, I'm not even surprised.
I want to know how I'm gonna get that
Whatever you
shit.
say.
Am I in? Ultra high. Well, that seems to be working okay. 60% on the GPU.
Hey there.
Has it cut down again? Can't be dealing with this. The question is, you better be cooking. No, yo, dot dot, you ain't getting crap from me. I was just about going to switch off until I knew you was about. I bet that's why I lost my freaking shipping it. Anyway, dot dot, how you doing, mate? I'm glad you're not around. Let me log back into the game. I wasn't going to actually, but I will now. Is there any points? Yeah, go on, why not?